Alright, welcome back to Mass Effect. There's, gonna be some annoying stuff in this video.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
Not so fast, Shepard. You sure she's on our side? Her mother's working with Saren.
Good point.
I am not my mother.
That is a good point, I will say that.
I don't know why Benezia joined Saren.
Like, they kind of just automatically trust her. There's really no, like, reason to trust her.
Geth wouldn't be trying to kill her.
Except for that. That is actually a pretty good point. Both the people are making good points.
Both points for both teams. Everyone loses.
Yeah.
Oof.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. Obviously, he wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
Here we go. This part's really, really annoying.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event.
I hate that animation of everyone leaving the screen. They all do the exact same thing. They turn their head
left and
they turn their head and then their body just follows. It's really annoying.
Airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure.
I love that he calls him Mister. Like, it's such an endearing thing.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
Oh, Rex.
Oh, Rex, you lovable oaf.
So this was like the third time I had to do this. And every time I did this, I had to look inside Rex's head. Because that was the only thing that made this elevator ride not boring. Did you catch that? Garrus is wearing new clothes now.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you.
In the middle of that elevator sequence, he changed clothes, so... There are 3 really annoying parts in this game. This is one of them.
Brenda, don't. That would be more fun.
We don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
Yes, sir.
Again, this was a culmination of me having to do this like 4 or 5 times, so I was like, fuck this guy, just shoot the hell out of him.
What's your first tactic? Run?
Yeah, my first tactic is run, take care of the Geth that are circling around the area, and pretty much just fuck everyone's day up. I take no shit from anyone during this run. The Krogan Battlemaster is a real son of a bitch. He has tons of health, he has a lot of people. This is the only part in the game where the Geth are actually somewhat dangerous.
You used the grenades
accidentally.
Right. Accidentally, though.
Because, like I said before, the select button is the way that you use the grenades. So I'm throwing a whole bunch of grenades at once, which means I have to press the select button a few times. Also, the Krogan Battlemaster just fell down and hurt my tummy.
He's just laying there.
Yeah.
He gave up.
Yeah, this was my luckiest attempt, and then I still have to take care of the Geth, but that Geth just fell through the ground. I just want to point that out.
Funnier if that Geth killed you.
Garrus died, by the way.
Yeah, no shit.
But, yeah, this was really annoying. I was so happy when I finally killed the Krogan Battlemaster.
Because once you kill him,
yeah, the Geth are a joke.
A threat.
I'd say these are the main characters in this game. The characters that are like on screen right now.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Sometimes Joker's a real ass. Just try to ignore him.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a
But yeah,
lot of
Ashley's gonna
experience
immediately
dealing
hate
with your
Liara, which
species,
means I
Commander.
immediately hate her.
But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise.
Liara is
I
really
have
the
spent
person that
past
you're gonna
50
learn
years
about
trying
the
to figure out
Protheans
what
through the
happened to them.
most.
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander,
He didn't elaborate on that at all. He was just like, I know why they died. I'm not gonna tell you though. This is a secret.
Remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
What cycle? What are you talking about?
The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down.
So this is kind of the basis of the series. They're talking about, like,
Yeah.
it's somewhat of a cycle, I guess you could say. I'm sure no one in the game will ever call it a cycle, but
Yeah.
it's just, you know, one civilization rises up, they die, another one comes, they die, another one comes, they
The
die.
mass relays in the Citadel are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you are right. I am sorry, my scientific...
This is really annoying because Ashley was just a bitch to my favorite character, and there's no option as Shepard to
shut her
to
up.
call her out on that. I'm like, Ashley, shut
I
up.
think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I...
This happens literally after every single mission.
When was the last time you ate?
Shepard and Liara talk, and then Liara is just kind of like, oh, I'm lightheaded.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Nope.
Don't bother.
Aye, aye, sir.
I will never talk to them. I think I might once. Nope, I don't. I never do it. I never do it. There's no reason.
Yeah.
And back here is where Liara will usually reside.
What are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing. But
Dr.
back
Chalk
here
was.
where Dr. Chalk was is where Liara usually resides. And again, if you want to romance her, You pretty much want to ask her about herself after every mission.
Are you coming to
With Garrus and Rex, you're going to want to talk to them about themselves every mission, and then you'll be able to get their side missions. With Liara, she has no side mission, but you can
Romance
her.
Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
so am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself.
So I want to say the only male ship option for
I'm not
romance
very
is
interesting, Commander.
Liara.
I spend
And
most
Ashley.
of my
Oh,
time on
fuck
remote
Ashley.
ships, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so
Yeah,
dense?
again, Liara and
must
Tali, I
have
think, are the
complete and
more
utter Now you know
socially
why I prefer to spend my time in
awkward
the field with
characters.
data disks
Well,
and computers.
Liara is a
You
doctor,
always seem to say
and
something
a
embarrassing
doctor
to
in, like,
people.
sci-fi and stuff is
Please,
usually kind of,
just
like,
pretend
more
this
on the nerdy
conversation
side.
never happened.
So she doesn't really have much practice talking to
You know
people.
why Benezia joined up with
So,
Saren?
you know,
I
I like that
understand.
about her. Like,
She was
it's
always
not
outspoken
too
about
overdone
the
where it's like,
need for
okay,
her to
come
become
on.
more involved in shaping galactic events.
It's
Maybe she
more
felt
on,
herself with Saren
like I said with
as
Tali,
a
I
greater good
don't
for
find her
all.
like, oh my god, she's so sexy. It's just kind of like, it's cute.
hurts you,
I like her
doesn't it?
personality.
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to
I
Benezia.
agree.
And I do like Liara as a character. I don't like her as like an object, like,
Something changed.
I'm just gonna sex her and that's
I should
it.
go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Yeah, I'd say that, well, she was pretty much the person I
Why did you want
romanced
to be
through
a
all three
C-sec
games,
officer
so.
in the first place?
Bastard, she's mine.
You can have her, I mean, you know. I think that the female romance options are the weakest part of the game.
Probably
Yeah, they're just like there.
Yeah.
I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough, but you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
He's gonna talk about one specific case while working at C-Sec, and that's gonna lead into his side mission.
He
Yeah.
despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
I'm right behind you, Commander.
No, Garrus, you're in front of me, silly.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
It's a bit presumptuous, Shepard.
He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would've if I thought I was important.
I'll
Well,
decide.
come on, fucking
Tell me how you know
explain.
Saren.
Don't leave us on the edge of our
This
seats,
was a while
Rex.
ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. Couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.